Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. João Neves receives it in a wide position. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And here's Foden. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Alvarez. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He has found a way through. Alvarez's cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Reinders is herring after that one. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Reinders. And here's Alvarez. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Vietnam finding their passes. Mbappe! That's tidy. They're urging him to shoot. Bellingham. Bellingham plays it in. Van Dijk can get it clear.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Now it's Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
João Neves.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Osimhen. 30 minutes gone. Osimhen. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Vietnam have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foden. Chouameni.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Osimhen. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good read, needed to be. The ball has bounced loose now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Takes a shot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Decent chance! João Neves. Foden. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Now Foden. Now it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Reinders, and it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold plays it in.
Vietnam clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
In with the challenge. Now it's Osimhen. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foden. The message is clear, none shall pass. Reinders. And here's Osimhen. It's a threatening ball. He is through here. Now can he find a finish? The ball goes in. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Vietnam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. Quality ball. Shot a goal! And it's there! ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy. That's big header! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's heaved it away. Rodri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Mbappe, and here's Alvarez. Osimhen is onto this. He's had a shot! It's loose, in he goes again! He's put it wide. And it's Neves. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe! Van der Ven gets it away. Good ball. And the finish! And it's in! Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 47.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. That's a look and plays it forward. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe, just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Osimhen. Real chance! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Vietnam are having a ball here. Greenwood goes steaming forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's been slipped through. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, important interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He can run onto that. Oh, super ball. McKennie. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Played back in. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe gets into a good position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? Crossbar comes to the rescue. Yildiz looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hernandez plays it. That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. That's headed upfield. Oh, shooting chance! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Isak, and that's gone loose. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Cross flung in towards the middle. Cleared without hesitation. Has a look and plays it forward. It's a searching pass. Chips it through. Havertz shapes the shoot. It's in. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails.
Header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And France can counter now. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Havertz. And that interception was most necessary. Van de Ven.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Can he get on the end of this? Havertz! Shot could be on. Bellingham. And Reinders. Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. Hernandez. He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Good take, and is he in? There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Van de Ven is there, and he can get that clear. Gravenberg. Now it's Havertz. Now that's well seen too. 15 minutes till half-time. João Neves. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's worked it through. Van de Ven cuts it out. Hernandez. Shifted upfield. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. João Neves. And it's Bellingham. Havertz ploughing through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Now it's Reinders. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Real chance! It's in! And they've got their lead back. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And he's done it again. He's got his Marmouche! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Opts to play it back. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. France are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the game has already resumed here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Havertz. Havertz! Somewhat off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, important interception. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Bellingham. Takes a shot! Goal! And they get themselves in front! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Vietnam take the lead. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Still they trail and time is ticking away. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. This looks promising. Bellingham with the... Up he goes! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Marmouche. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 5. Le numéro
17.
Le numéro
Vietnam
21.
are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
McKennie. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Schlotterbeck gets good distance on it. Ferran Torres. McKennie. Now it's Mbappe. McKennie. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yildiz. And here's Isak. Pogba.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
75 minutes played.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
De Bruyne. And he's been shifted off it. Ferran Torres. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Lewandowski. And the pass is intercepted. And he was quick to react. France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's a goal kick.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Look at the space here. Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van der Ven picks it up from the goal kick. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, football certainly runs deep in the Reinders family, but unlike his father or brother, this guy, Tiani Reinders, is someone who can take control of the game from central midfield. I suspect we're going to see a little bit of everything from him here. He's box to box.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That has been cut short. And here's Alvarez. Played out wide. James. Looking to go deep. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chooses to go back. France have the chance to go the other way. Courtois claims comfortable. And that is as far as they're going to go. Konate cuts it out. Pogba. Knocks it into space.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Well seen, saw that coming. Oh no, what has happened here? Bellingham. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, shooting chance! Quality ball. Could move up a gear here. James. Vietnam look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Mbappe. Reinders. Mbappe gets into some space. That's been cut out, well played. Van der Ven.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. João Palhinha. Wan-Bissaka. Alvarez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's James. Here's Rodri. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's making progress on the ball. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a good ball through, and he's... Osimhen! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Mbappe! Threads one in. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's chosen to go back, and it's Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Great vision. Nicely worked. Mbappe gets into a good position. Lovely feet. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's picked his way through. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
There's no flag. Vietnam claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 3 coming up. Osimhen! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. James crosses. Van Dijk herring after the ball here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. João Palhinha. He's looking wide.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Eder Militao. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pogba is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe! Great chance! So, what can they make of this? Stood up well to him there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nice control. And this is Son Heung-min. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 13. À leur place,
Cleared away.
le numéro 47.
And
Le
now
numéro
a
17.
sudden chance to
Le
counter.
numéro 38. Changement.
It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Yielding. Can he finish? It's in! First blood drawn. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Big header! Has fallen kindly here. He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
It's a throw-in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Vietnam really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. João Neves. Gravenberg. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Greenwood. Now it's Haaland. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's takes a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. And it's Gravenberg. That's an excellent interception. Decent chance! And that's a real chance missed. Greenwood. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Not the most accurate pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
We are into stoppage time. And it's McKennie. And here's Mbappe. McKennie. Tries a shot!
Foden.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Un petit rappel, chers spectateurs. N'oubliez pas l'opération caritative organisée autour de ce match. Merci d'avance. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 37. Le numéro 10.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra
Le
time.
numéro 2. Le numéro 8. Changement en cours.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Greenwood. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's fabulous. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. Now it's Greenwood. Now it's Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Searching pass he's played there. Brilliantly cut out. Hernandez. Now here's the terrific header. He will be livid with himself. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's McKennie. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît.
Well,
Chers
both teams have
spectateurs.
run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 38. Pour le remplacer.
And so the last
le
chance to
numéro 16.
find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Foden. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. Haaland. Foden. And it's Neves. And here's Lewandowski. He's in a great position. And he shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it. Listen, real chance! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Vietnam take the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
That's beautifully weighted. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Eder Militao gets it away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
This looks promising.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That's a cute ball. Chips it through, and it's made its way to him. He's having a go! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary...